Young wasting no time, right to the air. That's caught by Mingo, right side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Young on 3rd and 2. Flush to his right. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They're going to try and throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. In motion right is Mingo. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
3rd down and 6. Young now. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going. owners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack. As well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the 12th overall pick in April's draft, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Drop for a loss on the play by D.J. Johnson. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Gibbs. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So an early 10-0 lead for him now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From the 50, it's Goff. This one swung out to Montgomery. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. The Lions had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Back to throw. Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. Able to slither by. Running free at the 45. Off to the races. And he will finally be taken out of bounds as it's an enormous play there on the final snap of this first quarter. Panther football to start quarter number 2. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. They'll go again with Gibson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Now the gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he'll be taken down after big yardage. But, folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back. So X out the big play. This one comes back.
And it's not a call you get very often. Offensive pass interference, but it was the right one in this case, and that'll wipe away a really nice gain.
From his goal line here, Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Love the call here. You're deep in your own end. You catch the defense thinking you're going to try and run just to get a little breathing room. Instead, they go play action, and they get a nice completion to get out of danger and get them a 1st down.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's another 1st down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this second quarter. They're moving it pretty good, and that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another first down.
Again, Goff. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Goff now looking to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It's Shaq Lawson who worked his way in there to get him down. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be first and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
From the gun, here's Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have cut it back within a score.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Young.
Open man is Mingo, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
On first and 10, it's Gibson.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Once more, Gibson.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Throwing, Young. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he gets it down to the 32.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
To throw, Young.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
First and 10, Young.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Young to throw again on 2nd and 10.
Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third.
Got a man. It's Gibson, complete.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing.
And got his man complete.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Sam Laporta
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that will put them on top here in the third.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
On 1st and 10, Young.
He completes this one to Mingo.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Mingo with the catch in the first. Like him, no matter the route, gets open and gives his guys some easy completions. Could be the brightest star among many new faces in the Panthers receiver room.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll try to run for it with Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. That's to his running back, complete.
Down the sideline he goes.
And down to the 16-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Come on, set, 45, 1.
Back to the ground with Gibson.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down.
In motion right is Mingo. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And the Panthers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown, Panthers.
Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now a first down throw. Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Pass incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Goff throwing again.
Going underneath. Gibbs has it.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. Here's Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the red zone now, Goff. This is caught. Touchdown. Josh Reynolds, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Lions are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Derek Barnes in on the stop.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Young to throw it. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina.
Jonathan Mingo.
53 yards.
And the Panthers might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that.
That's caught at the 25. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
75 yards.
And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
A first down throw for Young. Floating one, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
124 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here we go.
The Panthers on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. Young to throw it.
They'll air one out deep for Mingo.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for Carolina. 43 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives them a 1st and 10.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On the counter, Gibson.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Man in motion left, Mingo. He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Pinheiro is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams
with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
And Patterson back out there to sim this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Young off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket.
Well, let's give some credit to the defense. They did a nice job there as they flushed him to his right. But he is able to buy some time, extend the play, and turn it into a short gain.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
2nd and 5.
Looking to throw, Young. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end.
Down the left sideline. Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Panthers. Hayden Hurst, 69 yards.
And the Panthers use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Pinheiro's extra point up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Goff. He's going to let it fly. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this.
Here's 1st down.
Goff now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
Now it's gone.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Now Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown.
Jamison Williams
finishing strong with 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Lions are back within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out.
Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it.
And this is scooped up by the Lions.
Inside the 20.
And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. Upcoming 2nd down play.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will have a Panther 1st down. And it is celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's a give to Gibson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Gets through, and now an opening. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Antonio Gibson.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. This is 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He's got a man, complete.
Look at the big man rumble.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere. At the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. On this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. Miracle.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every fair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Carolina, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well.